Hello everybody and welcome back to Mutti Plays Pokemon Crystal version. Today we are going to start off in Mahogany Town, and if you talk to this guy, he is going to offer you something called a Rage Candy Bar, which is an item that will heal up to 20 HP on your Pokemon if you use it on them, but it's only 20 HP, so might be a nice souvenir. But wouldn't be terribly practical at this point, whether or not you went towards Olivine first or not. Look. Redundant? Mutti is redundant, okay, but, and, I do so apologize for falling behind this week. I've just been getting headaches at the precise wrong times when I felt like recording, and I also got a new game, and I've been getting into conversations with friends just talking about how awesome the game is, and so I am terribly sorry for not taking the initiative to actually update when I should be updating. But anyways, now a thing to note, that guy that sold the Rage Candy Bar, he will not let you leave. Not until you get, 7 badges. So, if you go to Mahogany first, well, when you go to Mahogany, you're gonna have to explore the route north of the place first. Yeah, it just... So, but there is going to be something exciting and new when we approach the new, area. And here, we have a new Pokemon! A Sandslash! It evolves from Sandshrew at level 22, and it has the same types as before, so its weaknesses are precisely the same. Just like that grass-type Razor Leaf. Yay! Down in one shot! Because the levels are so freaking weak here! And, next up is a Zubat. Switching back to Luke. Like, one thing I can understand is... I understand why the levels are so low around here. But, like, because they've made it so that you can go to either, Olivine or Mahogany first, it's just, I wish they would have put flags in the coding that upped the Pokemon's levels if you went to the other area first. You know? And now that camper is done, and
TK Mooney, it's me, Donna. My Psyduck is so full of energy. It's a little scary. How are your Pokemon doing? It only took an instant to KO a wild Rattata. It must be because you gave me some battle tips last time. See you!
okay. Thanks for calling, Dana. Wish you would have called to tell me you had a Thunderstone ready for me, but something to show off. If you go this direction, whoa, what are those? Who are those two? That's the Team Rocket music. That is the Team Rocket music, and they just is it extortion in this specific instance? Well, they forced you to pay $1,000 just to go through. So, if you don't want to go through the grassy part in this area, you could let Team Rocket steal money from you. But, oh! Brand new Pokemon! A Farfetch'd! A normal flying type, making it weak to electric, ice, and rock attacks. Something interesting about the Pokedex entries on Farfetch'd. Ever since day one, I swear, they always mentioned that farfetch'd have gone to the brink of extinction simply because people would not stop eating the things with the leeks that they go with. Like, oh my gosh. So, yeah, people do eat Pokemon in this world. Just like how humans eat animals, and apparently the farfetch'd is a victim of gross overeating. How does a farfetch'd even taste, anyways? Does it taste like chicken? I like chicken. Chicken's my favorite kind of meat. Like, one thing that bugs me when, with meat is that, I don't like eating the solid fat chunks, and one thing that really that really helps me to like chicken is that, chicken fat isn't like beef, isn't like cow or pig fat. It's a lot less solid and a lot less prone to sticking to the meat. So, I can just... It's a lot easier to remove the fat from the meat without being left with teeny tiny chunks of chicken. And, like, I do like burgers. I'll eat them occasionally. It's just I prefer the chicken sandwiches because I prefer the chicken meat, and I also prefer the flavor of chicken. I just like it better, and I like how it chews in my mouth, like the feeling of how it gives when you eat it. And here is a Nidoking. It evolves from Nidorino with a Moonstone. It gains the ground type when it evolves, so it is now weak to water, ice, ground, and psychic attacks. And... huh. Oh, I see why I'm using Takedown, because Ember's a fucking weak move. That's back when I was first playing the games, I didn't mind the levels so much. Well, the move sets so much, because, well, that's what we had, and that's what we had to deal with. But now that the newer generations are coming out, and most Pokemon can learn better moves sooner and sooner, going back and playing the original versions of the first couple generations can feel like a bit of a pain, because, like, I'll use Luke as an example. It stuck with Ember all the way until, I think 34 or 35, and then it learns Flame Wheel, and it won't learn something with near the power of Flamethrower, which it learns at 50 until it learns Flamethrower at level 50. So, and I mean stab moves. So, if you're young enough that you weren't around, I want to say before Generation 4, I will let you know that, trying to play, these games will likely be... that might be a bit of a turn-off, to say, if you decide to go and challenge yourself with the older games. And sticking with Spark Plug because Gyarados are twice as weak to electric attacks. And let's see. No, it's not. Alright, yay! Down in 1 hit! And we are done with fucking Magikarp and the pitiful experience it gives! Oh my gosh! Now, if you want to do the plot, you're gonna have to stick north and, not, bother with this little area, but, if you wander into this area, you'll find some very useful items, like that full restore I just picked up. And over here, it's a bit weavy. And the layout is mostly plain, it's not much of a... It could kinda, sorta be a maze, I suppose, but it's not terribly confusing, and in fact the cut trees here probably make it a lot easier to navigate because you can be like, oh, I cut the tree here, I've already been here, and the simple process of illumination will make it a lot simpler to navigate through. And another good item, the rare candy, and cut over here. And go over here, cut this tree. Oh, Something to note about the remakes. This particular part of the Lake of Rage, I don't know if it applies here specifically, in this version, but in the remakes at least, the tides of the lake will change, and I think it's either time of day or time of the week, but depending on when you come here, you could be navigating through a tree maze, or you could be navigating through a tree maze that is flooded to the point that you can only see the tips of the trees. And that guy, in this generation he gives you hidden power. In the next generation, in the remakes, I think he gives you a focus belt or something like that. Focus band, is it? And the last little thing, TM43. No idea what TM that is. And cut over to here, where we go back to the plot. Yay! And this Pokemaniac starts off with a Slowbro, the evolved form of Slowpoke. It evolves at level 37. Birch. And it retains the same typing, so the weaknesses stay the same. Another thing that I really like about Gen 5 is that as you progress through the area, you start facing Pokemon in their 40s before you even, what the fuck am I doing? Oh wait, it must have been, the Pokemon that I just used was like barely able to level up, so I fought somebody to, get the level done. Now, there are going to be trainers over on this part of the lake, but they don't show up just yet. They show up a bit later. Not quite sure what the trigger is. But enough of that. Time to go investigate that special sprite up there. Soon as we take care of a wild Magikarp encounter. And now, the Red Gyarados. Don't adjust your television sets, people. That is the color that Gyarados is meant to be. Why? Because it is a shiny Pokemon. What's a shiny Pokemon? Well, it's a Pokemon that has an alternate color scheme to it. And since it was introduced in this generation, they gave you a freebie in this one, the Red Gyarados. Now, how do you find a shiny Pokemon? Well, you basically capture a Pokemon in any way that you would capture a Pokemon. It's just that, you have to be lucky. Going by fractions, you have a 1 in 8,192 chance of encountering a shiny Pokemon, and going by percentages, that is 0.0001%. So if you can find a shiny, yay! Now, since this generation gives the Red Gyarados as a freebie Pokemon, I was holding off on any shiny rants until I ran into it and stuff. Now, after you beat the Red Gyarados, you will beat or capture the Red Gyarados, you will get an item called a Red Scale, and I am running out of footage to talk over, so I will talk to you guys next time. See you then!